So if you're looking for a preschool teacher, I mean, what would be some of the things that you would want to see in that particular ad? I mean, would you talk about the culture? Would you talk about the energy? Would you talk about the environment, the benefits? Maybe give us some details on what you're thinking.
Yeah. So to me, with the ad, it's not a cut and dry answer. Talk about your culture, talk about this. To me, it's what do you connect with about what you created, about the workplace that you've brought to life for people. So for some people, it might be a matter of asking a question, saying, are you looking for an employer who listens to their staff and values your feedback? Because that's the kind of workplace they are cultivating. So it really depends on what energy do you connect with about what you created. And I'll usually do this on a consulting call. We're doing, like I said, live programs now, really targeting in on these ads, but it really depends upon what excites you. So I look for that in your voice, and then we create and cultivate the ad based upon those things. So if you're looking at, oh, well, I have a preschool opening, what do I write about? Well, what is it that just turns you on? What is it that turns you on about your preschool program? What is it that it's like, this is better than any other program out there because? So I would really be looking at what is it that you love about what you created, and how do you communicate that then in a quick, simple ad. And the cool thing with ads these days, it's not like in the olden days where we're writing one for the newspaper and has to be 100 words or less, or we get charged $1,000. You could go to Indeed, you could have a video in your profile, which is highly recommended by me, and write that ad. So it just comes from a place of energy within you. And I often get emails or Facebook messages from people saying, Julie, here's my ad, how can I change this? But what do you connect with? And what do you love? And if you don't know what you connect with, go around and ask your staff, why do you love working here? What is it that we should really be letting the world know about why this is such a fantastic place? But where your energy connects is where you're going to connect with others.
Really, really interesting way to look at it. And I know for a fact, so we're looking for, 3 or 4 more people at my company. And as you're talking, I'm thinking through our ads. I'm like, geez, I'm doing it all wrong also. I mean, not 100%, but probably 50%. But I love starting with a question in your ad, as you said.
Yeah.
And so most of the ads look like, they look like, we're looking for. So we want preschool teacher, here are the qualifications, you must be patient and caring, and okay, great, fine. Here are the benefits.
And I love the line, we offer competitive benefits and wages. Yeah. Well, hallelujah. Somebody does, right? Yeah. I mean, it doesn't say a lot. It's just like, everybody, because we're looking at, well, what's your ad say? What's your ad say? What's your ad say? And we're looking to do the same. Nah, do different. Do different, do you. I mean, if you are a center owner who loves to tell jokes, I would be writing that in your ad, in some way, shape, or form, that this is a fun, humorous environment with an owner who's a prankster, and you're going to come to work and we guarantee a laugh a day. Whatever it might be, but you incorporate you into that ad and your culture, or just whatever really, excites you. So if you're looking at your ad for the position that you want to attract, Michael, I mean, what is it that would really excite you about that position?
I think that's a completely different way to look at it, that with everything. And I think that's the key thing that a lot of these centers need to keep in mind that are listening and tuning in and listening to the replay. It's a competitive environment right now. And if you know that there's 20 other centers within 15 minutes of you that are also looking for teachers or looking for staff. And if everyone is doing something similar, because a lot of times to write an ad, they'll go and they'll just look at what another center did, adjust it a little bit. Yep. And I mean, I've seen ads that accidentally have the wrong name of the center because they copied and pasted from it. I'm like, right. Oh, whoops. Right. I love the idea of doing a video. And it's similar to the same methodology of standing out with families to show that your center is in a different league than everyone else. Absolutely. The exact same thing with the team, that if you're not excited about everything that's going on at your center, if you're not able to convey that, in your ad, and that's kind of the whole first impression. If someone's seeing that's their first impression of your center is that particular ad, they're going to keep scrolling again, whether it's on Facebook or Indeed or whatnot. But imagine if the ad it's speaking, the people that read it end up feeling like it's speaking directly to them. And that's why, I love that whole piece of asking a question, like, are you looking for a career in childcare where you have FaceTime with the owner for 10 minutes a day, and all those different things that you value and you get excited about. I mean, it's
absolutely
it puts you in a different ballgame.
Yeah. And even with you, so like, if I were advising you, it'd be like, well, you love video, because when you work with your childcare clients, you're always doing video, you're sending them follow-ups with strategies or different ideas or whatever it might be. So I would think video and an ad on video would be such a natural platform for you. And it's one that you already love. So I would be like, yeah, get your message out there in a video, put that on Facebook to attract the right person to you, because that's one of your modes of communication that you love.
So what we've been doing, and it's working quite well, or it's at least starting to show the fruits of the labor, is that I've done a couple things. So the first thing with our ads, because we rewrote them, but not to the level that we're talking about here. But I mean, they're pretty good. But I've buried in every ad something that they have to send us. Mm-hmm. So, for example, like in our ads right now, for one of the job positions, it says, like, one of the things we want is attention to detail. So it says attention to detail, and then it says to move to step 2 in the hiring process, reply to this posting with the keyword fireworks, so that I know that you actually read this. So candidly, that right there, and that's, I mean, I'm in obviously a different industry, but it works in any industry. You can very quickly see who's got one finger on the key to just keep applying, and who's actually serious about potentially working with you. So like, I think we got 95 applicants for one of our positions, but we hire remotely, so they can be anywhere in the US.
Right.
Actually anywhere in the world, but within like the first 2 days. But as I started going through these, like, it was, oh, dear sir, dear Michael, dear No Joke Marketing. I mean, some of them had the specifics, so they at least customized that. But only, I think it was 3 or 4 out of the give or take 100 actually had the keyword. So I had my finger on the delete key and literally instantly eliminated almost 100 people.
That's, and that's a fantastic strategy to do that, because then you're going to see, like, are they attention to detail? Do they follow instructions? So, that's definitely, we teach a multi-layered approach when it comes to hiring, and that would definitely be a layer in there that would be fantastic to include. Love that strategy.